Georges St-Pierre has broken his silence of rumors of a shock return at UFC 300. The mixed martial arts legend is one of 3 retired former champions to have been linked with a stunning comeback at the historic April 13 card. Rumors of a shock rematch with rival Nick Diaz began to swirl last November ahead of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament the following month and were received well by some MMA fans. Injury, however, put paid to St-Pierre's competitive return at the Fight Pass Invitational, which was going to fill the void left in his life by fighting. He said, "I was supposed to compete in a grappling competition. But because I had an injury in November, I partially tore my labrum, my rotator cuff, and am still not recovered. There's things that I can't do right now, like live wrestling, live grappling. I have to be very careful. I can hit pads, but am not fully recovered yet. For me, the grappling thing was just more for a fun thing. There was less risk, and it was more to have the thrill of competition again, and also for the fans. It was a win-win situation for everybody. I'm 42 years old. I'm not the same person I used to be when I was competing. There was a time I had an incredible drive. I wanted to become champion. Nothing in the world could stop me. Like mentally, I was unstoppable. I had a crazy drive. If a door was closed, I was going to open another door. If 2 doors were closed, I was going to get in by force." St-Pierre retired from MMA in April 2019, 18 months after becoming a 2-weight world champion by submitting Michael Bisping at UFC 217 following a 4-year hiatus. And the white-hot fire that once drove the former long-reigning welterweight king to want to be the best in the world has faded away during his hiatus. The Canadian, who many consider to be the greatest MMA fighter of all time, said, "I was ready to do almost anything to achieve my goal. But I'm not that person anymore. That hunger is gone. When that hunger is gone, I think it's a sign that you need to retire." Unfortunately, a lot of fighters, they don't follow that sign and they retire too late. I didn't. I never wanted to be one of those guys. The thrill of competing in the world's ultimate proving ground and having his hand raised is something St-Pierre will forever miss, even though he no longer has the desire to fight again. "I miss sometimes the adrenaline, the victory," he admitted. "When you win a fight, there's nothing that can come close to that. And unfortunately, I will probably never have that feeling. I will never have that feeling again of winning another championship. And I miss that feeling. But that's reality and am good with it. I have to accept it. Everything that goes up in life, goes down. Everything in life, I believe, is a cycle and you have to make peace with it. You have to accept it." St-Pierre's comments on potentially coming back at UFC 300 come just 2 weeks after a potential comeback for the icon on the card was put to UFC Supremo Dana White. And White didn't mince his words when asked if head called GSP and former women's bantamweight and heavyweight champs Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar to gauge their interest in returning for the card. He told Sportsnet, "Ronda's not coming back. GSP's not coming back. Brock Lesnar's like 45 years old or pushing 50. None of those calls were made."